It's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coach's Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's on 101.9, 100.5, 1450, WGNSSports.com, and Big G TV.
The Coach's Show is brought to you by the Law Offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day. Danny Brewer back with you. You know, I'm happier than a hog in slop right now because I got Tony Rutland, the Tony Rutland, sitting here beside me for the Coach Show, head coach of the Oakland boys basketball team. Coach Rutland, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, man, I'm really good. I was just talking with Coach Wortman about what a great time of year it is, deep in the basketball season, and you know, and the sunshine, the warm temperatures, and Tampa Bay Derby, and all kinds of stuff going on today. So this is good stuff. I want to talk a little bit about the success of the Oakland Patriots, because I think at one time you guys were 3-15.
Yes.
And so you made it all the way to the region championship game. Was it a 13-game winning streak? 11-game winning streak. Okay, so part of that 11-game winning streak, I think, has to do with your staff, because you got to continue to cultivate the talent and get them to believe. I want to talk about a kid that you got to respect, Zion Swader, 1,000-point scorer at Siegel.
Yes.
His daddy's got deep roots at Oakland. He's a Hall of Famer, Alan Swader, of the old ABC gang, prior to Walter Hill.
Yep.
So talk a little bit about Zion and the rest of the staff and how they've helped you cultivate this group.
You know, Zion is a younger guy who just finished playing college basketball, and I thought it would be great to have a guy who can develop our younger guys. I knew that I would come in and I would have some guys that were just not experienced and didn't really have enough playing time on the varsity level. And why not have somebody who played at the next level, instill his passion. You know, I just remember coaching against him when I was at Stewart's Creek as assistant. He was just a hard-nosed guard that did whatever he had to do to win. They did go to sub-state when he was a player, so he has that experience as a player. So, you know, for him to instill his experience has been one of the best things for us.
So let's talk a little bit about the run and everybody buying in and all that kind of stuff. You got to be so happy with these kids as far as understanding defense. I know that's one thing we've talked about in the past, defense and team mentality and valuing possessions.
Yeah, I mean, ever since I've been at Oakland, the coaching staff, we believed in our team. It was just a matter of our guys believing in themselves. I think we had to change a couple of culture things, meaning get out of being one-on-one, not playing defense, taking off here, because every possession counts. And so they started buying in. I thought that when we beat Louisville Male over the holidays, I think that kind of clicked for us to say, hey, we can actually play. And so, you know, we're playing great, but we're not playing the best, I think right now. If we can get all five guys on the same page, I think you'll see a different level of play. We only have one game left, so if they can bring it out on Monday, I think it'd definitely be great.
So talk a little bit about a couple of the guys. I want to talk about Josh Wiley, a kid that can take the game over at times, and a really big-time player.
Yeah, I mean, Josh, you know, he's strong. He's a guard that, you know, can handle the ball, get to the basket. I think he could take the bumps. And that's what I really like about him, especially towards the end of the game. If it's going down, I think he knows how to create a space and maybe get to the basket, maybe make the right plays here and there. But overall, he's stepping up. He's shooting the ball well now. And, you know, I think he's out there having fun. That was the biggest thing for me, is to let him have fun, make sure that he's not harping over any bad plays, because when he's smiling, you can tell the difference in his play.
He's left-handed too, and that helps, right?
It does. And, you know, I joke with him all the time. I mean, he does miss a lot of left-hand layups to be a lefty, but he's worked on it, and he's been crucial in the last couple of games.
Well, he just seems to be able to get his shot off because he takes it in there, draws contact, and he finds a way to get his shot up. Whether it goes in or not, sometimes he gets to the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, and I told him, I said, you have different type of guards, especially point guards. You have fast, quick point guards like Bama, Kamani Bass. He's very quick, get to the paint as quick as he can. And then you have Josh who, try to load you to sleep and then try to get to his spot one way or the other. And, being strong, upper body, and he's able to finish at the basket, it helps him a lot.
Talk about Sanders, a kid that is a threat to score every time he touches the ball.
Man, he's shooting the ball. He's a workaholic, and we really love his work ethics. I think he still has a lot of growth to come with his career, but he's always in the gym. He puts in the work, and it's starting to show. I think he still has a lot of growing to do, and I think he's coachable. He's learning. If he can learn how to use his size, create contact, I think getting to the basket will be really key for him.
Because he's a bigger kid. I mean, when you first look at him from a distance, you think, oh well, I don't know how big he is. But then when you stand next to him, you realize, man, he's like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, I think he's grown. He got a lot bigger than that. He's still growing, still young. For his size and length, for his wingspan, for him to shoot over guys, you would think that, that's not a good shot. But I mean, he's so lengthy, and he could just rise up and shoot over people.
So is the next step to his game learning the pump fake and taking it by somebody, you think? What do you think, Coach?
Yeah, I think that, and I think working on his ball handling skills. I think sometimes being taller and lankier, it's harder to get by people because you are taller than people. But short, quick moves for him would definitely be key. But getting to the basket and get to his spots, I think he'll definitely, because people are going to know he can shoot, and I know he can do it.
Right, because they're going to come in because he can shoot. So if they come at him, just like I said, that pump faking, man, and then you can take it right by him.
Yeah, and he's done that a couple of times in a lot of big games. We want him to be more consistent with it, but once he get in his head that he can do whatever he wants on the court, he's going to be dangerous.
So I want to talk. Obviously, we got to talk about horse racing, Tampa Derby today. Power shift. I want to. We're going to correlate power shift to Oakland high school basketball. Power shift. He hasn't broken his maiden yet. He's only raced one time. But he's in the Tampa Bay Derby, trained by Todd Pletcher, son of Constitution. He's 7-2 on the morning line. I think he's really live. The power shift at Oakland, because you played a lot of young players. How many at the end of the game? Because I mean, the Blackman game was a great game back for both teams, whether you win or lose. At the end of the game, how many younger kids did you have on the floor?
I pretty much had a lot of younger. I think I had everybody coming back that was on the court. I think Josh might have been the only senior that was out there, if not Yeshaya. But, I had juniors and sophomores out there, and sky's the limit for us next year. I take. I don't want to take any credit away from Blackman. They played a great game. They did what they had to do. They got the ball inside to their best player. But, for us, I think we got overly excited, and the game plan was to make them beat us from the outside. Of course, I told them, before the game, they're probably going to make 3 to 4 threes in the first half, and they did. But we made a run, and, we were able to go back and forth. But, I think with the inexperience that we've had, we get overly excited, and then we get away from our game plan a little bit. So, overall, I mean, we had the game. I think a little bit of inexperience on our end, not being there at that situation, hurt us a lot, because they were playing the zone. And I tried to get them out of the zone with 2 minutes left, and here we had a senior shoot a three. He was open. He makes it. It's great. We're up 7. But at that time, I think, if I was at Laverne and it was Laverne playing Blackman and a guy took that shot, I probably would bench him for a while. I told him, I said, hey, I can't take that away from you. You was wide open. But, at that time in situation, we wanted to get them out of the zone, make them change their defense a little bit and maybe get to the free throw line. But, overall, hey, I take this all day because I told the guys, we had a light practice. We watched film and we discussed the mistakes that we made because we're gonna see that situation again, whether it's Monday or next year. You know, because again, we have a lot of young guys that have never experienced it. You got to think about it. I probably have 2 guys that had varsity minutes, and that's Josh and Yeshaya. Everybody else didn't really have major varsity minutes, so everything they're getting now is experience for the future.
That power shift to play into that one more time, the runs, because against Stewart's Creek, you're down, you go on like an 11, 12, 13-0 run in the second half. The same thing happened at Blackman. You're down, I don't know, it was like 23-12, 25-12, something like that, and you come back with a huge run and take the lead. Got to be pleased with your team as far as the resiliency with that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my thing, I think, again, the experience, the lack of experience that our guys have, I think we got too complacent on defense, and on offense, we were settling for jump shots. I think we took 14 shots in the first half, and 8 of them were threes. And I was like, that's entirely too much. Their defense was aggressive, but, you know, we could have got to the paint and we could have got any shot we wanted. And I told them in the second half, let's just be more aggressive and just play the way that we know we have to play. And defensively, I mean, we stepped it up, sped them up a little bit, still stayed in our defensive principles. But, you know, the pressure that we had on the ball made them, you know, either take quick shots or cause them to turn the ball over, and we was able to capitalize. So, you know, all credit to our guys, but again, all credit to them for making the right plays at the right time. You know, I thought at the end of the game, we had the right play defensively. You think about it, if that ball is a little bit shorter, it goes out of bounds, we're in double overtime. If the ball is a little harder, it might bounce off the rim or whatever, and we're double overtime. But again, I think the inexperience, and, you know, I told the guys, you know, Kamani Bass is always going to the boards at any time. I think, you know, fatigue might have got to him or whatever, but, you know, he got the ball watching, and I think maybe our fans yelling out the time, which it wasn't really the time,
right,
kind of got to him. But, you know, again, you played to the buzzer, and they did, and that's where the experience on the Blackman end, you know, affected us, and, you know, that's why they're region champs.
I agree with you 100% on that, Coach. Okay, so let's talk one more horse racing thing. Further ado, morning line favorite in the Tampa Bay Derby, trained by Brad Cox. The further ado for Oakland basketball, you go on the road at Brentwood. You have won the Sub-State before on the road. You know what it's like. How do you prepare your team to go into a place like Brentwood and come out with a W?
I mean, this is my 4th straight time going to Sub-State. So for me, I'm not really panicking for our guys. I think for us being young, I think we're just going to go there, and I think being together on the road. Sometimes being on the road is good. Because it's just us. It's no pressure. And I think going there, playing our game, we know they're going to speed up, get out. We just got to make sure we don't have any live ball turnovers and just keep playing the way we've been playing for the last 12 games.
There's no pressure on you. I mean, you're the decided underdog,
yes,
but you just got to get out of the gate and run.
And that's it. And I think the guys are excited for it, just to experience it. And, you know, I think they're going to be up for this game, and, you know, we'll be prepared for it.
I'm sure you will. Coach Tony Rutland, we appreciate your time. Wish you the best of luck. I want to congratulate you on a fantastic job at Oakland in your first year there, going to the Sub-State. If Oakland Nation, travel over there to Brentwood and see them boys knock the Bruins off. Appreciate your time, Coach.
Thank you.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by SRM Concrete, the largest ready-mix producer in the country. Not the county, but the country. Yet still family-owned and operated. Locally grown, nationally known. SRM delivers unmatched quality and service. SRM Concrete, you call, we haul.